Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm doing something a little bit different and I am taste testing a very controversial product that was launched in September of 2017 here in Australia, and that is Coke with coffee in it. I have heard nothing but terrible things about this product. The reason I even have it is because we were selling it at work and no one was buying it, so we had to get rid of stuff, and I was like, you know, I'll buy one and take it home and see what it actually tastes like. I've not tasted it. All the customers I've given it to have had one mouthful and gone, no thank you. But yeah, I'm going to test it out for myself. Is coffee and Coke really good? Here in Australia, we love coffee and we love Coke, so I feel like it was actually a pretty smart way of them to incorporate the two at Coca-Cola. However, whether or not they executed that well will be up for the test. Also here in Australia, we are definitely one for our limited edition flavours, whether that be of ice creams, chocolates, drinks, you name it. We love limited edition flavours. We are always going on, trying them, getting excited about them. I remember another controversial one was the Vegemite chocolate that Cadbury did. A lot of people didn't like it, but I loved it. It was so good because I'm obsessed with Vegemite. I love it. So the Vegemite chocolate was amazing to me. So who knows, maybe I will like the coffee Coke after all. I mean, I like Coke. I don't drink just normal Coke. I prefer Diet Coke, vanilla Coke. In terms of the whole Coke Zero being changed to Coke No Sugar, I have tasted both and I say I do prefer the Coke Zero. So this is actually Coke No Sugar and coffee. So Coke No Sugar isn't terrible. However, you can taste the difference between Coke No Sugar and Coke Zero. At work right now, we are currently in the transition of Coke Zero and Coke No Sugar. So some of our customers are switching to Diet Coke. So I will definitely be trying this. I do like coffee. I don't drink a lot of it. I only have it every now and then. In terms of Coke, I might have a couple a week, but that would be the most. So I'm kind of nervous to try them, but we'll see. So a little bit more about the product. Coke claims it is 100% Brazilian coffee beans for the coffee flavour. So I've heard nothing but amazing things about Brazilian coffee, so hopefully that's good. I've got some quotes from what Coke think that they should be. They claim Coke's well-known taste with a mild sweetness and a rich coffee aroma, creating a multi-sensory experience. I guess we'll put that to the test. But someone at Coke said Australians have a love affair with coffee, so we thought, why not give them more of what they want. Interesting. I have zero against what they have had to say, so I think the only thing left to do is to taste it for myself. So yeah. And it's in a glass bottle as well, so oh, it's very fizzy. It has a really weird smell. It smells like both coffee and Coke. Like, it smells like Coke, but there is a coffee aroma to it. Like, that is, just by smelling it, Coca-Cola are telling the truth on that. So here goes. Ugh. Ugh. Ugh.
That is some tasty stuff. That's from the bake sale that Lois was...
That is terrible, as everyone has said. Like, literally, if you went to a cafe, ordered a latte, and dumped your Coke in it, and switched it around and drank it, but it was cold, but the coffee was still hot. So you don't get that Coke aftertaste, you get the coffee aftertaste as well. So I feel like I've got coffee breath now, but I'm drinking a fizzy drink, or a soda, or a pop, or whatever you call it where you're from. I mean, it gets better the more you drink it, but I think that initial taste is what's getting people to go, no, that's disgusting. But it gets better the more you drink it, I think. Yeah, it gets better the more you drink it, I'd have to say. But that initial hit is just foul. I wouldn't go out and purchase it again. If it was handed to me, I think I would drink it, but I wouldn't go out and spend my money on this. It's not, the more I drink it, the less terrible it gets. But, I mean, it's limited edition. Hopefully they come out with something better. I mean, I know they claim to do this because ginger Coke was so apparently successful, which I never even heard of until researching this. I think ginger Coke would be even worse than the coffee, but hopefully next time they come out with something better. I've loved vanilla Coke, so nothing is going to compare to it. You have to get used to the taste. It's a very much an acquired taste. I can see why they made it and why they made it taste the way they did. If you were a lover of coffee and a lover of Coke, this would definitely be something that would appeal to you. I mean, I'm not in love with coffee. Like, coffee's okay. I don't really drink it that much. Same with just normal Coke. But yeah, creating a sugar-free product for people who need that caffeine hit, say in the afternoon, I think this would be good for them, especially, you know, the no sugar part. Here in Australia, we do need to cut back on our sugar, but it's not, it's fucking disgusting, but you can get used to the taste, I think. Yeah. It's definitely one to try. I recommend you go and try it, but I wouldn't recommend you go and like have high hopes for it. Just go into it knowing it's gonna taste disgusting. Hopefully they come up with something better next time, maybe something fruitier, something a bit more complementary to the Coke taste. But yeah, you can, it's like instead of tasting a fusion of flavors, you're tasting two separate flavors, two separate drinks in your mouth. Like, say you poured a bit of coffee in your mouth and then you poured a bit of Coke in your mouth and then you just swished them around. The flavors aren't fusing together. They're very separate from each other while still being in the same liquid, if that even makes sense. So that is kind of what is not appealing to the product. But yeah, I definitely get, the more I drank it, the more I was becoming accustomed to the flavors and the aromas of the coffee and the Coke. So yeah, I definitely didn't give up on it first mouthful, which I'm glad, because it did start to get better, but it's not a product for me. So yeah, I have to say it wasn't a success, I don't think. It's still a terrible drink, and I'm glad it is only limited edition, so hoping that they'll come up with something better. But it's not the worst thing I've ever put in my mouth. It's not that bad. I feel like people were saying it's like you're swallowing death, the way they were going on about how bad it is, but it's really like someone dumped their Coke in a latte, and it's just, oh. It's like a cold coffee and Coke, which I guess is the aim of the product. However, I would say the execution wasn't great, but it was kind of an average execution. I think they should have spent more time on it, but maybe a connoisseur of coffee might have a different perspective, or someone who really does love both coffee and Coke would have a different perspective. I'm not obsessed with either Coke or coffee, let alone both in one. So I'm probably not the perfect person to test it, but as an average consumer, I probably am, and it's not something I would go out and get again. So sorry Coke, try again, but it was really fun to try, and it was very interesting to see what the combination of those two flavors would actually be like. And it's not awful, it's just the initial hit is very strange. It really is. So yeah, if you liked this video, please make sure you like and subscribe, and comment down below if there's anything else that you want me to taste test for you guys. I'll see you in the next one, guys. See ya.